Good evening, Angel. So how are you feeling today, guys? I know you're tired. And it's Wednesday, huh? It's Wednesday. We're still missing some days of the week. But tomorrow it's Thursday. After Thursday, time flies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You feel the time really fast.
Exactly. More or less, more or less.
Yes, I know. It's not
Yes.
like it's not like if you don't feel it at all, but at least Monday, it's like, oh, Monday, the first day of the week. But suddenly when you're on Thursday, you feel like, yay, it's Thursday.
Teacher, how many exams we make or we make in this model?
We're gonna have two.
Two. Friday the first.
Yes. Friday is the first one. And then we will have the last one, the last week of classes, the final exam.
Okay.
Two exams.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, George.
Carlos Valiente, how are you?
Fine. What about you? I'm still working.
Really?
Really?
Right now you working?
Yes, but I don't know.
You say the leave airman at 6:30.
Yes, but I have to stay
At 9.
at 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you.
Yes. Sorry for you. I'm sorry too.
Yes. Yesterday me too work with you.
Know.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you usually, Jorge Fuentes, what do you usually do at night when you are working there?
Maybe 3 days a week.
Okay, what do you usually do?
Usually different things. My skills is in avionic, and when the aircraft is finished, we make operational tests and different things que son necesarias para que el avión salga.
Okay, that are necessary.
Yes, any days is the same.
Okay, so that's what you usually
Well,
do
different
there.
tasks every day.
So that's a normal day for you. You have different tasks to do during the day.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, teacher. It's very different.
Yes, I imagine. Different things to do.
Yes. Teacher, ustedes se enfocan bastante en lo que es el INSAFOR, ¿verdad? porque hay cosas que pues no quedan muy claras. Siento, por lo menos en mi punto, siento que me hace falta mucho más que hablar. Yo sé que aquí practicamos el speaking, pero hay mucha, bueno, yo me siento bien, todavía bien deficiente en lo que es el inglés y pues siento que también es bien básico lo que el INSAFOR pone, pero creo que ustedes tienen que respetar lo que es el programa, ¿verdad? No pueden
Yes.
salirse un poco de lo que es el programa.
We reinforce different topics. And if you see, we don't use just the book. I give you extra practice. I ask you to do different things. We practice different structures here, but we have to practice here is where we have to practice. For example, Jorge, when I send you to the breakout rooms,
Yeah.
for example,
Yes.
when I send you there, you have to speak. Yes, because there are activities that require discussion, that require your opinion about something. The same happens when I'm asking you something. For example,
Make phrases.
yes,
Great. Yes.
exactly. Probably what you think is like it's not so centered on grammar because we are not focused on grammar. And that's true. We're not focused on grammar. So the most important is to practice structures, phrases, situations. That's what we focused on because this is English for work.
Yeah.
It's not English for speaking. Like, of course, you have to develop your oral skills. But Jorge, for example, when I'm asking you something here, and if I ask you, what do you think about it? And nobody says anything, I'm like, I'm trying to, I show you videos and I provide some exercises. And when I ask you to interact during the class, it's because I want you to practice the structure. But
when did you study English, teacher? What is for your opinion? What is the best method for learn?
Learning.
Maybe listening. I think the most difficult is listening in my case. But
yes.
when in my work read all manuals in English, I understand different words. But well, my problem, my personal problem is speaking and listening.
Oral ability. Yeah. Those are called in English productive skills, Jorge. So the ones in which you have to produce the language, they are always the most difficult ones. How can you improve it? Listening to music, watching movies in English, reading things in English, that's one way because you increase your vocabulary, but listening things in English and speaking as much as you can when you have the chance to do it. It's difficult for adults, George, because when we're adults, we think too much because we don't want to make mistakes. It's normal. And if we think that we're going to make a mistake, we don't speak. We say, no, I'm going to make a mistake. People are going to look at me and they will see that I cannot say things in English. No, I'm not going to say it. So it's totally normal, but you have to speak here. Speak as much as you can. That's the idea. That's why you are here, and take advantage of the time that you're here. Speak in English when you are with your classmates. That will help you a lot. When I was learning English, speaking in English with my classmates was one of the things that really helped me a lot. Listening to music in English, watching videos in English, that will help you, George, a lot.
Thank you.
That's helpful. And this is a process, Jorge. This is a process. It's not like if you are going to spend 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, whenever you see an academy that says in 4 months you're going to speak English, no. That's not true. It's not true. Probably you will understand some things, but it's different to communicate and to do it accurately. That's a process that involves time and sacrifice and practice.
Okay, teacher.
But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're working on that. We're working on that.
I try.
Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. This is a process, and step by step, you will achieve your objective, which is to communicate in English, little by little.
Yeah.
You will do it. We will work on that, George.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, guys. So how are you doing? How are you, David? Gio Escobar, Gio Alvarado, Gerson, Mr. Sosa, Mr. Poca,
Hello,
how
teacher.
are you?
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
Fine, good, teacher. Very good.
We're doing great.
David Sosa is crazy
Hi,
for drive, teacher.
Really?
David Sosa. Yes.
Really? Is he
Yes.
is he a Toretto?
With the Corolla. It's crazy.
He's a Toretto.
Loreto, maybe.
I know.
Salvadorian Toretto.
The Salvadoran Toretto? Really? Are you the Salvadoran Toretto?
No, teacher.
That's not true. Okay. But you like driving, David?
Yeah. It's normal. It's normal.
You drive in a normal way.
Yeah.
Like you usually drive in
It's normal for him. For him.
It's normal for him. Okay. And he laughs. He knows something, huh? He knows something. Okay. If you were here yesterday, I would like you to tell me, what did we learn yesterday? Let's have a general review from yesterday's class. What did we learn yesterday?
The difference of a manager and a leader.
That's right, George. The difference between a manager and a leader. What else? What's the main difference for you between a manager and a leader?
I think follow.
Continue. Who?
Go ahead. I don't know. I'm not staying here.
Manager is that the leader have people follow them, while managers have people who work for them.
Okay, that's one of the main differences. Thank you, George. What about you, Jorge Fuentes? What do you think?
No, teacher. I think the manager is only administration, but the leader is an example for the old people.
For all the people, huh?
All people. Yes. Where can I see? Can I see the comportamiento?
Behavior.
Your behavior.
Yes. So people see what they do, huh? And they respect them not for what they say, but for what they do. They really care for others. What else do you remember about it?
About schedule or routine.
Yeah, very good. Okay. Schedules, routines. We saw a normal day for Mr. Bean, what he does every day, the things that he does. So that's a daily routine. We will focus on it today, and we will talk about our daily routines, talking about it. And the tense that we use to talk about daily routines is the simple present tense, which is one of the tenses that we need to pay attention to. Sometimes we make mistakes when we use it and we say, I not like it, teacher. I not like it. We say like that, and we don't have to say it like that. The simple present has a specific structure in which you use auxiliaries, do and does. So we're going to learn about it today. We're going to practice it or review it in case that you studied it previously. So let me see. Where am I right now? I want to show you this first before we. Oh, here it is, what I want to show you. Okay. I want someone to read it, please. A volunteer.
Hey, teacher.
Yes, go ahead.
Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do.
Thank you, Charlie.
The best player, Pelé.
Pelea, he was the one who said this. Okay, but what's the meaning of these words? What are the meaning? What is the meaning of the words of this quote?
You need to make a lot of things for learning every day.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have perseverance and studying and sacrifice, you have a better life in the future, for example.
Yes. It's not easy, and it is not an accident. When you see successful people out there, it's not because they were born like that. Yes, unless you are, I don't know, Callejas or someone who was born with a lot of money. Huh?
Or Sosa, maybe.
If you were born like that with lots of money, your family was a rich family, and suddenly you have a lot of money. Huh? If you're not like that, then it's hard work, perseverance. Perseverance is important here. Sacrifice. And the last part, it's quite interesting. Love of what you are doing or learning to do. For example, if I ask you right now, people, do you love to come to English classes? That's a question, huh? People, do you love to come to English classes?
Of course, teacher.
And you will say, yes, I love it. Or probably you say, oh no, if the circumstances were different, if probably I didn't have to be in classes after a terrible day of work, that would be something different. But this is a sacrifice you are doing, and you are doing it for yourself. Because in the end, you will be the one who will be a bilingual person. And that's for your resume. So it's not an accident, people. If suddenly you are proficient in English, it's not an accident. It's not because the teacher was amazing. No, it's because you work hard. It's because you work hard on it. Any other idea about this quote of Pelé?
That we need to make an effort to reach our goals.
Yes, an effort for reaching what we want to get. Yes, that's a good one, exactly. So Let's practice. Let's do our best. Let's try to improve ourselves every day, our vocabulary or whatever we're learning. Whatever you do, try to do it with your heart, with love, whatever you do. Okay, that was the quote that I wanted to share with you this morning. And to continue, yesterday we were checking daily routines. So I want to show you a video about daily routines, people. I want you to pay attention to the structure, the simple present tense. What do you know about the simple present tense? What do you think we're going to learn today about the simple present tense?
The verb is in base form.
Yes, person, very good. So a base form verb is, we're going to use verbs for sure. And we say love, work, drink, eat. Good. What else do you remember about the simple present tense?
It's for habitual actions.
It's for things that we normally do or habitual actions. We can also talk about the future using the simple present. We can describe people using the simple present, activities using the simple present. You can talk about jobs using the simple present. So we're going to pay attention to that today. Let's watch this video.
ESL Library. Simple present. What are verb tenses? Verb tenses show the time that an action takes place. The simple present is a verb tense. We use the simple present tense for repeated actions. Repeated actions happen over and over again. For example, I eat breakfast every day. I read in bed every night. I always study after school. Simple present verbs have two forms. Which form do we use? That depends on the subject of the sentence. Subjects can be pronouns. Subjects can also be nouns. We use a base verb when the subject pronoun is I, you, we, or they. I walk to school every day. You always drink coffee. We sometimes eat dessert. They study every night. We use verb plus S when the subject pronoun is he, she, or it. He reads the newspaper on the weekend. She takes the bus to work in the morning. It sleeps on the couch every day. We use a base verb when the subject noun is plural. The students take the bus to school. My parents drink coffee every morning. We use verb plus S when the subject noun is singular. The student walks to school every day. My dog always sleeps on my bed. We also use verb plus S when the subject noun is non-count. Snow falls from the sky in winter. My hair grows quickly. Look at the picture and say or write a simple present sentence. For example, she drinks coffee every day. Now you try.
Okay, that's the first one. And I would like to ask to give me the verb, if it is possible for you in this moment to do it. Harrison?
I take the bus.
Exactly, I take. Why did you say take and not takes?
Third person and things, teacher.
Exactly. So when we are talking about the pronoun I, you, we, and they, I, you, we, and they, the verb is in the base form. And we say, I take, no S on the verb. Now, the next example is this one. Ter Alvarado, please.
He always eat breakfast.
Okay. So the sentence again, Giovanni, please.
Wait. Yes, he always eats breakfast.
Okay. Why did you say eat and now you change it to eats? Why?
Because the pronoun no
Mhm.
is or not.
Yes, the pronoun,
It's
yes.
the pronoun.
When you use he, she, or it, you have
Yes.
to add
An
S
S. Yes.
or es to the verb. Exactly, very good. Okay, Mr. Sosa.
The bar on the weekend.
Okay, what's the verb then?
They work. Work.
Mm-hmm. Yes, no S, David.
No, because you the pronoun they and the start the sentence.
Exactly. So you use the pronoun they. So it's
They.
plural. Huh?
Yeah.
That's right. Mr. Fuentes.
The student the student read a book every morning.
Okay.
Read
Read.
without
Okay.
without S.
Without S. Why?
Because the student is they.
Oh, the student is plural for you, George.
Yes.
Oh.
Sorry, not the student. Teacher.
Is plural or
The
singular?
student is he or she.
Exactly.
The student reads a book every morning.
Yes, that's right.
Sorry.
It's a singular one, so when we use a singular, you know that you have to add an S. Instead of saying the student, you can say he or she.
Yes.
The next one, okay, George, thank you. David Leiva.
The students studies after school.
Okay, so it's studies. Why, David?
The student is for third persons.
Okay, so this is plural or singular? In this
It's
sentence,
plural.
it's plural. Okay, so with plurals, You use an S or you don't use an S or ES?
You use it as?
You use an S, okay. What do you think, people? Is that okay?
No, no, it is okay.
No, no, it's okay.
Okay, so how do we do it then?
The students study after school.
Study after school.
Study. So we don't add an S there. No, no S, because the students is plural. So more than one. And if we use another pronoun, we can use they.
Thanks for watching.
They study. So according to this presentation, we have that with singular pronouns, with the third person singular, he, she, it, we use S, but or ES on the verbs. But when we don't use he, she, it, and we use I, you, we, and they, we use it in the base form with no S. That's the explanation about. Now, check this out. I want you to help again on this one. We're going to practice a bit more. Okay, you have to choose the right option. Tell me which is the right option for this sentence.
Rings. Ring.
Ring.
Ring or rings?
Ring.
Ring.
Ring. Okay.
Rings.
Ring or rings?
Rings.
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 Middle.
Okay.
Middle.
Okay, let's see. The alarm clock. If I use a pronoun instead of the alarm clock, which pronoun am I going to use? He, she, or it? It. So what do I use? I use the base form or a verb with an S?
Ay, mira, ¿no te parece?
With the verb plus S.
With an S. So let's see if that's correct. Exactly.
Yes.
It's rings. Okay.
Drink. Drinks.
Drinks a cup of coffee.
Drinks a cup of coffee.
Drinks.
Let's check it again. Mr. Black, is one person or two persons?
One person.
One person, yes.
One person.
It's singular, huh? One
Yes.
person, singular. So if I change Mr. Black for a pronoun, which pronoun am I going to use? He, she, or it? He. Okay, so is the first one is okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see. Exactly, the first one. Next.
He does.
He
some
does.
exercise.
He does.
He does.
He does.
Exactly.
Does.
He does. He does.
Does.
Is
What means does, teacher?
does means exactly. In English, we don't make exercises. In English, we do exercises. And he does exercises.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. So that's right, does. Check this out. The verb do ends in O. When the verb ends in O, you add ES to change it into the third person. Another verb like do is go. So I say he goes. He does. Then he
Has.
Okay, here we have the verb have. Have is an irregular verb. Since it is an irregular verb, we know that it's not like the other verbs. In this case, you don't have to add just an S. You have to say has.
Has. He has.
He has. So he has.
Comes.
He
One,
comes.
1, 2,
He
or
says.
3.
One.
Number 1. Let's see. Great, that's right.
Walks.
He
He
walks.
has one.
He walks.
The three auction.
The number 3.
Auction.
Number 3, okay, he. Great, people.
Walks.
He runs.
He runs.
Again, very good. We have a he, and we say runs. Runs. You see a you here, but you don't say the you. You say, he runs.
Rum.
He feeds.
Exactly. The verb feed is give a food to someone. So feed is the verb. And number 1, this is the correct one. Feed is the verb, the base form. But in this case, it is the third person singular. We say feed.
Feeds.
He feeds the pigeons.
He writes.
Right. Very good. Here we have it. Right.
He waters.
1, 2, or 3.
2.
Exactly. Number 2. Check this out. Water is a noun and water is a verb. When
Waters, teacher.
Water is a noun.
Noun.
It's a noun because you say, I like to drink water. Water is a noun, but it's also a verb. I water the plants. It's also a verb. It's a noun and a verb.
Waters.
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 No, that is incorrect. The correct one is with S. Waters.
Waters.
Waters. When we pronounce this, we have to be careful because we need to pronounce the S. If we don't pronounce the S, yes, very good. Then prepares. Remember, the S, we have to pronounce the S. If we don't pronounce it, it's not correct.
He
watches.
Watches, very good. His wife always watches TV in the morning.
Watches. He drives.
Sosa. He drives.
Drives.
He drives.
1, 2, or 3?
Three.
Three people. Okay.
Mr. Black paints.
Paints. Very good.
Then he
swaps.
The verb, the base form is sweep. Sweep. So 1, 2, or 3?
3.
3. Very good. Sweep is when you take the broom and you sweep the floor.
Smokes.
The second one.
The second one, okay, very good. Before going to bed, he smokes cigarette.
He goes.
He goes to bed at midnight. Exactly. Now I want you to tell me, how do we form the negative? How do we form the negative?
Don't. Using don't.
We use don't. Very good. What else?
Do not. Do not.
So to form the negative, very good. To form the negative, we use do, we use don't, or we use doesn't.
Doesn't.
Okay, when do we use don't and when do we use doesn't?
You must have.
It's the same teacher when
don't.
you.
Same rule.
It's different. For example, if I say,
you, they.
If I say,
I don't like.
I like pupusas, that's the affirmative. And the negative is?
I don't
I
like.
don't.
I don't.
I don't. Or I
like
can
pupusas.
say,
I cannot.
I can say it like that. I don't like and I don't like. And how is that possible? It works like this, people. You, we, and they?
They.
Do.
We use?
Do.
We use do not. Now, if I say,
He doesn't like.
he drinks horchata. What's the negative?
He doesn't drink.
He doesn't drink.
Don't.
He doesn't. And then there's the big question. He
Drinks.
doesn't drinks or he doesn't drink?
Drink.
Drink.
Exactly.
Base form.
In the negative form, we use the base form of the verb. So we don't use the S. So he doesn't drink horchata. And then we have the magic again. We say he she and it, which are those of them with he, she, and it, we use here
Doesn't.
doesn't. It's with N. We use doesn't. That's the negative. In the negative, we say, I like pupusas, I don't, or I do not like. And in that, for the third person, we say he doesn't drink. That's the way we do it. That's the negative. Negative. Okay, I give you a sentence in affirmative and you give it to me in the negative. Ready? This is the first sentence. They live in Sonsonate. Negative.
And Nelly doesn't live.
David, he doesn't live.
Okay, the sentence is, they live in Sonsonate. They
doesn't.
They doesn't live in Sonsonate.
Okay, check this out. With
They don't.
They don't.
They don't. Very good. Remember, with they, we use do not. So we say, they do not live in Sonsonate. Very good. She works in Aeroman. She works.
She doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
She doesn't work.
Yes.
Very good. My brother and I visit my mother. My brother and I visit my mother.
We don't visit my mother.
Do not visit.
Do not visit.
Exactly. My brother and I do not. I can say do not, or I can say also
Don't.
don't. I can also say don't. And I can say doesn't, or I can say does not. Next sentence. Her son invites us to eat pupusas. Her son invites us to eat pupusas.
Her son doesn't invite to eat pupusas.
Yes, her son, why not? We're gonna be good and nice.
I don't have money.
You don't have money? Oh yeah, that's a problem. I understand. That's relatable.
Yes. Okay.
I don't believe it.
Next sentence. The next sentence is Hector drives a car. Hector drives a car.
Hector doesn't drive a car.
Yes, very good. The next sentence. I use my cell phone. I use my cell phone.
I don't use my cell phone.
I don't use my cell phone.
Hey, very good. Very good. He travels to the United States. He travels to the United States.
He doesn't travel to United States.
Yes, to the United States. Very good. The class pays attention. The class pays attention.
The class
doesn't
pay attention.
Pay attention.
Very good. Messi play soccer or Messi plays soccer? Messi plays.
Plays.
Yes, very good.
Plays.
Now, give me the
Very
negative.
bad.
Messi plays basketball. Give me the negative.
Messi
doesn't play
basketball.
Doesn't play basketball. Yes, Messi doesn't play basketball. Good, people. So that's the negative. That's the negative. Now, how do we form the next, which is the interrogative? How do we use the interrogative?
First auxiliary
question.
Yes, the auxiliary verb. The auxiliary verb. Very good. What's next? After that?
Pronoun.
Yes. Which we called in English the subject. Very good.
And verb. And
after the subject?
Base verb.
Base verb.
Base. Very good, people. Base verb. After that?
Action.
Complement.
Action.
And then we have the complement.
The complement.
Very good. Could be an object as well. And after that?
Question mark.
The question mark. Now that we know this, what are the auxiliary verbs that we have in the simple present tense? What are the auxiliary?
Is.
Do. And what's the other?
Does.
Does. Okay. Do or does. Those are the auxiliary verbs. Now, if I say, if the sentence is,
Chequeando lo que la cotización, don Gerson, básicamente lo que usted está
What's that?
pagando ahí es el servicio del banquete.
Don Gerson, what's the problem?
DJ que ofrecen ellos es pues una persona que llega con una computadora y el sonido. Pues.
Pay the bill, don Gerson.
O sea, no es...
Okay.
Creo que esta cotización.
Let me see.
Me interesa, me interesa.
Okay, let me just check.
This is the,
Okay,
I live in San Salvador.
that's the affirmative. Now give me the negative, please.
I don't
live in San Salvador.
Ay, very
I
good.
don't live in San Salvador.
Exactly, people. I don't live in San Salvador. Now give me the interrogative, please.
Do I live in San Salvador?
Yes, following that structure is do I live, and the complement.
In San Salvador.
In San Salvador. That's right. And we follow the same order. You know that with do, what are you going to use with do? I, what's the other?
We,
very good.
they,
and
it.
And?
It.
Or you.
You.
You, very good. With do, you are going to use them. You're going to use this one and this one. And with does, what are you going to use with does?
He, she, it.
You are going to use he, she, and it. Those are the ones that you are going to use. Now I'm gonna give you some sentences and I want you to give me the interrogative form of the sentences. Ready? The sentence is, the president brings the food. The president brings the food. Give me the interrogative.
Does the president bring a hook?
Bring the food?
Food?
Yes, that's right. My mother buys a new dress. My mother buys a new dress.
Does your mother buy a dress?
Exactly. Does your mother buy a new dress? The next sentence. My computer works slowly. My computer works slowly.
Does your computer work slowly?
Very good. I understand the class.
Do you understand a class?
Yes. Do you understand the class? The next one. They visit my house. They visit my house.
Does David visit your house?
Ah, you hear David. No, I said they visit my house. They visit. Yes. Do they visit my house?
Today. They. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
She writes her name. She writes her name.
Does she write her name?
Yes, her name. Does she write her name? Very good. So that's about the simple present, people. And the three ways that the simple present has, which is affirmative, negative, and interrogative. Now, I have a question for you. The simple present is used in English to talk about daily routines. So this is the question for you. What is a regular day at your workplace? What is a regular day at your workplace like?
Take a breakfast. Maybe.
Okay, remember the structure. Subject, verb, and complement. If you say take breakfast, it's incorrect, Jorge. You have to give me a complete sentence. I
take my breakfast.
Exactly. I have. In English, you have your meals. I have a breakfast. I have lunch.
Breakfast.
Okay, what's your regular day at your workplace? So you just arrive to Aeroman. What's the first thing you do there?
Walk.
I wake up 4 a.m.
Very good. That's the first thing you have to do every day. I wake up at 4 a.m. After that?
I take a shower.
Okay, I take a shower.
I brush my teeth.
Yes.
I take some medicine pills.
Vestir como
I wearing my clothes. I wear
Get
my
dressed.
clothes.
Yes.
Oh, get dressed.
You get dressed.
Get dressed.
That's a very important part. Yes. You get dressed, and after that?
I wear my shoes.
Uh-huh.
And I in my case,
get out to my
wake up.
Wake
my
up.
makeup.
Yes.
My makeup.
Yes. The makeup is vital here. It's very important.
Every day the doctor make.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
I don't put my makeup in my car. I put my makeup in house.
Okay, so you make up in your house.
Yes.
In front of the mirror with
No,
time.
in the car.
Yes.
No lie, doctor. In the car use.
No.
Have you seen her?
I
No.
program my time.
Yes.
Is the woman practice in his car is I think what do you say? No programa su tiempo. O sea, no, o sea,
they don't have a schedule. They don't
Yes.
schedule their time. Okay, that's right. Yes, you're right. So that's a regular day at your workplace like. What about other? What's your normal day like? A regular day for you?
For me, okay, I wake up at 4:30 a.m. and after that I do exercise for around 20 minutes, and later I go take a shower. After that,
I take a shower. Take
yeah.
a shower. No, I take a shower.
I take a shower, and later I start up my car and I go to my job. And when I arrive to my job, I get my daily work on my daily task and perform my daily task for all morning until my lunch. I'm sorry, my lunch, and I have lunch for around 45 minutes, and after that I continue with my daily task. And after that I come back to my house around 5:30 p.m. And I have dinner with my family, and I watch TV for 30 minutes. Now I get my English class for around 1 hour and 30 minutes. And after that, I brush my teeth and go to bed around 10 p.m.
Okay, it's a very long day, Harrison.
Yeah, very, very long.
Yes, that's right. Thank you, Harrison. Some other volunteers to talk about your regular day at your workplace? Just one person. You can do it, people. Go ahead. Who wants to do it? Okay, Paulino, I know you want to say it. Go ahead.
Okay, and I am get up the 40 30 minutes,
4:30.
and I take a shower. And I driving to my job.
I drive.
I drive. Yes. And in my work, I take a breakfast around the
breakfast. I have
yes,
breakfast.
I have breakfast around the 6 a.m. And after prepare the work for my coworkers, and I review the email, for the turnover, for give the continuous job. And after that, and I have a meeting for getting informed about the activities for today, and next 24 hours. And after I review the jobs in progress, and the 11, 20, 25, I have a lunch around the 45 minutes. And after fill the report for the last shift.
What time do you finish? Working?
I finish working at the 4:80.
4:30.
4:30.
Okay.
And we want work. More. I return to my house around the 7 or 7:25 or 30. And after I have the class.
Okay, it's also a long day, Paulino.
Yes.
It is, it is. Thank you. William, what is a regular day at your workplace?
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening.
I get up 7 a.m. And after I take a shower. After that, I get dressed, and after that I comb my hair, and I have a breakfast, and then I go to work, and I start work, and after that I have a lunch, and then I finish work. After that I arrive home, and in some case I feed the dog, and the same, in some case I cook dinner, and after that I have a dinner, and I watch TV, and finish, I go to the bed.
Okay.
You receive the class
And
before
yes.
the bed. Go to the receive the class.
Yes. Don't forget the class. How many dinners do you have? Just one dinner?
Yes.
Okay. Because you said I have a dinner. If you say I have a dinner,
I take a dinner.
no, it's okay if you say have, but you have to say I have dinner. You don't have to say a dinner. You say I have dinner. The same with lunch. You say I have a lunch. No, because if you say I have a lunch, it means that you have 2, 3, 4 lunches during the day.
Okay.
So it means I have lunch, I have dinner, I have a breakfast.
I was confusing using the take or have.
Yeah, in this case it's have. And you say I have dinner, I have lunch, I have breakfast. It's not necessary to say a lunch or a dinner.
Okay.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you, William. Thanks a lot. So that's your daily routine, like your hygiene process. Take a shower, brush your teeth, comb your hair, get dressed, get up. That's like something that you regularly do. And we're gonna practice about what you do over there in your job, that what you do in your workplace. But before we move to that, I'm gonna send you right now some practice. We're going to practice right now. We're going to have a listening practice. So this is it. Where you have to watch a video first. I'm going to send you this link. You're going to watch this video, and then you're going to provide some answers according to what you see in the video. It's in the chat. There you have. We're going to practice, and we're going to do it individually. Then you just send me the number that you got, the result that you got. You're going to see it like this. Let me show it to you. Could you access to the place? Could you open the link, people?
Okay.
Okay, the link is there. So if you check, what you have to do is watch the video, and then you choose the correct answer. There's a drop-down menu. You select the correct word over here, and then you click on terminado or finished. Then you send me the result, just the number. Don't send me a screen caption. Just send me the number of the result. Let's do it now.
Teacher.
Yeah. I send you the link to WhatsApp as well.
Teacher,
Hi, Carlos.
hi. I lost the connection
Okay,
for some time.
okay, but now you're here.
Yes.
Okay, right now we're working on in some practice in the simple present. There's the link over there in the chat box, or you can check.
Okay.
We're going to complete it and then you just give me the number you got.
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, Charlie, anytime. Mr. Sosa and the doctor got the same result, huh? Brilliant minds think alike.
Me too, teacher. I was the first and sent the screenshot.
Yes, mister, you're right. You're right, you're right. Okay. Good job, guys. Okay, Mr. William. Thank you. Thanks, Mr. Leiva.
What the pronunciation? Science is
Scientist.
confused.
It is confusing. It's true. It's scientist. Scientist.
I think put
Scientist.
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 Scientist. Finish with T.
Exactly. Scientist. Scientist. Because the other is scientific. Scientific. And that's, yes, the other is scientific. And that one was scientist.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to practice a little bit more. I'm sending you something else, people. Let's complete it. I'm sending it here in the chat. There you have. And I'm sending it to WhatsApp as well. Sufrición. Where do you get those memes from? That's cute. Thank you, Mr. Paulino. Thank you, Mr. Giovanni Escobar.
The next exercise is
It's in the chat.
in the chat, okay?
Yes, it's there. It's in WhatsApp as well, Doc.
It's another one, teacher.
Yes, there's another one. Let's practice.
Okay.
I will steal that one from La Sufrición. I like it. Thank you, Mr. Villeda. Thanks, George. Thank you, Mr. Poca. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Mr. Aviles. Thank you, Doc. Okay, good job. Yes, it's like that. Thank you, Saul. Thank you very much. Thanks, Mr. Sosa. Thank you, Andy. Okay, if you hear your name, okay, you say hello, people. Let's start. Giovanni Alexander,
Hello, teacher.
Hector. No, Hector is not here.
Hello, teacher.
Hi, Hector. Giovanni Escobar,
Hello, teacher.
Jorge Fuentes. Jorge
Present,
Fuentes.
present, present.
Okay. Gerson Garcia.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Andrea is here as well.
Hello.
Karen. Karen is not here. Emerson. David Leiva.
I'm here.
Angel is here as well. William.
Hello.
Hello.
Present, teacher.
Okay, okay. William.
Present, teacher.
Doc, are you here?
Present.
Mr. Paul. Paulino. Saúl Pérez.
Present.
Present.
Carlos Bocasangre.
Hello.
Douglas Rivera.
Hello.
David Sosa.
Hello.
Carlos Valiente.
Hello, teacher.
Beatriz is not here. Jorge Villeda.
Hello, teacher.
And René Zelaya Mia.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Okay, people. So that was like a short practice about the simple present tense and about all the three different ways, which is affirmative, negative, and interrogative. Tomorrow we will continue practicing a little bit more in the oral way, and we will also learn something about the 4 P's in marketing. We will learn a little bit about marketing, and I have a homework for you. This is the homework. You have to draw. You have to draw yourself. That's the homework. Draw yourself on a piece of paper, and then send me the picture.
What means draw, teacher?
Drawing, a drawing of yourself.
Oh.
A drawing of yourself. It doesn't, I know that you are not Picasso. I know, yes, we are not Picassos here. I don't have Picassos here. Yes, I don't have, or if I have, I don't know, probably I have some. But don't make sticks, yes? Don't make sticks.
Drawing your body.
Try to, okay? Try to. I know that we're not experts, but please, no strict drawings. Stick drawings, no. Send me the picture tomorrow. Could be tonight. It doesn't have to be something so complicated. Just on a piece of paper, take the picture and send it to my personal WhatsApp. Personal. Don't send it to the group. Send it to me, to my personal. Don't send it to the group, to my personal. Yes,
okay.
So stick drawings are not allowed. No stick drawings, people. For tomorrow. So something like this, no stick drawings. Okay, so it was a pleasure to have you with me today. See you tomorrow, and don't forget the homework. Yes?
Bye-bye. See you.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye, good night.
Bye-bye. Have a wonderful night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Good night.